Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Express floated a theory that Meghan Markle was dropped by her agency. They write how social media fans have noticed that the Duchess of Sussex's name is nowhere to be found on the talent agency's official website. However, her profile still appears on Harry Walker Agency's website, the one the Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed with in 2020 and which specializes in speaking engagements. Royal expert Angela Levin also noticed Meghan's absence from the WME site and wrote, "Meghan's name is not on her new agent William Morris's website. Could she have been dropped quietly? They certainly haven't made any money from representing her. Is she paying them? I truly believe they've quietly dropped her and an announcement is forthcoming." Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield continues to dig in on Meghan. Schofield told GB News that for Meghan, an influencer is all she is capable of being. Schofield said, "She did a Netflix Q&A at the end of last month and that we're just now seeing video of. And she says to the people that she's interviewing that Archie just wants a camera for Christmas. And I'm sitting there thinking, all your husband talks about is how much he hates photographers. Do you really think we're supposed to believe that Archie is a little up-and-coming photog? I highly doubt that." Separately, Schofield told Talk TV, "I don't think she wants to be a wellness coach. I think she just wants to be an influencer with a superiority complex. She wants people to think she is forecasting the future, that we need all eyes on Meghan because she's going to wear it and do it first." Host Jeremy Kyle agreed, saying, "The problem Meghan was always going to face very quickly within the confines of the royal family was that they're about service. They are not about glamour and glitz. The Queen was always, don't complain and just carry on." According to royal author Tom Bower, Meghan aspires to become the Queen while feeling that Kate Middleton has achieved everything she desired. Speaking to Close Up magazine, Bower asserted, "Kate is glowing. Kate is successful. Kate is popular. Everything that Meghan wanted. Kate radiates with success and popularity, achieving everything Meghan sought after. Meghan aspires to the role of Queen and doesn't want to be fifth in line of succession with Harry." Author Tom Quinn shot down the notion of Harry and Meghan losing their titles. He told The Express, "There's no way Parliament would be allowed to pass bills that remove Harry and Meghan's titles. It would cause more trouble, it would be a big problem, and it would make a difficult situation much worse. The titles, because they have no political weight, they're kind of like honours given by the royal family. The government, the English Parliament, has no say on royal Victorian order. That is a gift of the monarch. Edward VIII abdicated the throne and he didn't lose his title. And he did far worse than anything Harry has done. It's very unlikely the trouble with stripping them of their titles. It would look like such an aggressive, such final act, really saying, we never want to speak to him again. I think the royals are too diplomatic." Royal commentator Neil Sean looked at the notion of Meghan writing a memoir. He said, "A few publishers did show interest. They feel they can make a buck, but it's all about the money they would have to shell out. Can you imagine the humiliation when they said they'd like to see at least 3 chapters first to see how the story pans out? In the world of publishing, this means one thing. They want to see if you've got a worthwhile story. The sticking point is they can't trust giving anything out to a publisher without top-level security because it could get leaked and then the whole deal will be ruined." Royal watcher Richard Kay told Palace Confidential, "I think we can be sure that one thing Meghan is really doing is being a mum and spending time with her children, but it is interesting. Is it because she wanted to give a bit more space to Harry, who had so much to get off his chest this year with his ghastly book and his interviews about his family? Maybe she wanted to put a bit of clear blue water between what he had to say and what she's going to do next. Didn't want to taint her brand. However, what is her brand, and will that brand still be there the longer she's out of the public eye, the harder it will be to kickstart it." Palace Intrigue will be right back. There are more details of how Queen Margrethe II of Denmark will formally abdicate. The Queen will sign a declaration in the presence of the country's Council of State. The royal household has confirmed that the moment Her Majesty's signature is affixed to the declaration of abdication, it will mark the end of her reign and the beginning of her son Frederick's reign. This abdication is scheduled for January 14th and will take place at Christiansborg Palace in Copenhagen. Crown Prince Frederick and Crown Princess Mary will be in attendance, arriving as such and departing as the King and Queen of Denmark. Their eldest child, Christian, will accompany them, becoming the heir to the throne and Crown Prince of Denmark once his grandmother's abdication declaration is signed. The Danish royal household clarified that this brief moment will symbolize the conclusion of Queen Margrethe II's historic reign. Upon the completion of the signing, all her responsibilities as Denmark's head of state will transfer instantly to her elder son, who will become King Frederick X. It is anticipated that Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen will then announce the commencement of the new reign from a balcony at Christiansborg Palace, with the new King Frederick X likely by her side. However, it remains uncertain whether Queen Margrethe II, who will retain her title, will be present to witness this historic moment. The abdication of Queen Margrethe II and the ascension of King Frederick X will occur exactly 52 years after the passing of the Queen's father, King Frederick IX, and her own ascent to the throne. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.